Commentary with his mom. What the fuck? You're looking at this title and listening to my voice and wondering who the hell is this guy and is he really doing a commentary with his mom? No, I'm not, but I might if this video gets 5,000 likes. So some of this video, if you guys want to see commentary with my mom, I think it'd be pretty funny. Yeah, I'll have a video on my channel if this does get 5,000 likes, and you guys will be able to post comments asking my mom questions to ask me about like me and yeah. So this is Medal of Honor gameplay. I'm BrandonIsOriginal, but I didn't say that before. So if you don't know who I am and you want to check out my channel, my link will be in the description. And at the end of the video, I'll have a URL kind of thing. But what I wanted to talk about in this commentary, or what I wanted to touch on, was the community. And Hutch was the first one to talk about this, and a bunch of other people filled in and did responses to it. I guess this is going to be my response. Actually, first what I wanted to say was introduce the gameplay. Actually, I'm playing on Dingwall. I don't know how to pronounce it. I know I'm an idiot. I'm illiterate and I can't read. Dingwall Camp, something like that. And I go 31-6. And you're probably saying, "Oh, that's not that great of a score. Medal of Honor is super easy." I'm not the best player in the world, and I'm new to Medal of Honor and these kind of games. I used to be a Call of Duty guy, but I found the game too frustrating. But back to what I wanted to talk about before with the community and such. And I've been in the community for a year and a half, almost 2 years now. I started off making glitch videos, actually. It's kind of pathetic. My first video ever was on my channel called Mr. Stunt Skater, and I had a glitch video on Backlot, and I thought it was so funny because back then there was about 3, 4, 5 commentators, probably more actually, just those I knew of, 4 or 5. And I also watched glitch videos because that's what the thing was at the time, was going on YouTube looking up glitches so you could do it in game and look like a badass. But now glitches are just annoying. But I remember I made a glitch video and it actually got some good responses because I thought it was so cool that I could do glitches in non-old school. So but on a serious note, what Hutch was saying about the community and how it's become unoriginal and how everyone's going for money nowadays. Back when I started, there was no money involved. Nobody had any idea to do with Machinima. And I remember when XCal was the first one to get his contract, I think he had one video up there, and I don't even think I watched it because he just mentioned that he had a Machinima video, and I had no idea what Machinima was. I knew they were like a big channel and all, and they had like 1 million subs, but I never really knew what they did or anything like that. So about 3 or 4 months after that first post from XCal is when people first started getting contracts, and I think the second person was either Blame Truth or PJ. And I know you guys are thinking, PJ, cool PJ? I didn't know he got his contract that early. He really did. He was one of the first to get it with Watch This Gaming, a channel that you guys may be familiar with for only doing top 5 plays. But back to what Hutch was talking about, and he discussed money in that commentary, and money isn't a bad thing, but it only gets to a point where after you stop having fun and start going for money, which is what most commentators have gone to. Actually, I shouldn't say most, but there are some people that have started out actually looking for money, like Wings of Redemption. I know he's admitted it, that he does this for money. He started out looking for the money side because he started after Machinima started. And what Wings did was actually a really smart idea if you think about it, because he called out Hutch, one of the bigger names, and he called him out and said that quickscoping was cheap, or whatever he did was cheap. And oh geez, now I sound like Treyarch's community manager. I'm not gonna get into that though. But he called out Hutch, knowing that he was gonna get some people that liked his opinion and were agreeing with him over Hutch, even though they were still fans of Hutch. They were just agreeing with Wings over him. But all in all, what I really wanted to go at for that point was money is not a bad thing. It's just that where you come to a point where you're not having fun and you're just doing it for the money is when you should stop and just quit it. When you stop putting effort into your videos, you stop having fun, you just bitch about everything is when you should stop what you're doing and just, yeah. So that's all I really wanted to talk about for that community kind of subject. Now what I want to talk about is what you guys want to see from me. So what I want you guys to do is write a comment telling me which one of these series you guys want me to start on Machinima Respawn. One, either bedtime stories, where I would talk about stories and things that happened in my life, or I'd bring people on and do a dual commentary with them, and they could discuss a story or tell a story, a funny story, a serious story, anything around that lines. I think you guys might find that interesting. Either that or another series called Movie Talk, where I would discuss movies. You guys would give me ideas for movies to talk about. I'd watch them, I'd review them, I'd give my 2 cents on what I thought of the movie. And yeah, so if you thought those ideas were pretty shitty and you want to give me a suggestion, send me a message on my YouTube channel. Tell me what you think I should do for a series. I just thought those were two okay ideas, but I guess I have time actually to tell you guys one short story, just for like an example kind of thing. But last year, the last time I went snowboarding, you guys probably don't know that, but I like snowboarding. I live in Wisconsin, so there's always snow in the winter, and I go snowboarding at Tyrrell Basin, Cascade, and Devil's Head, if any of you guys know where that is. So I go there. I used to go there on ski trips with my school. If your school has ski trips, cool. But we go there every single Friday for, I think it's 6 or 7 times, and maybe sometimes 8 if we're lucky. And we go there for, I think, about 3 or 4 hours. And one time I was up there snowboarding, I was with a couple friends, and I was going down one of the black diamonds, and I went off a jump. And I've never been hurt before snowboarding, but this is the one time that I was like having fun. I felt like I could go off the terrain and do pretty cool stuff. I'm not the best snowboarder, and I don't think I am, but I just find it fun to snowboard. But what happened was I was going off one of the jumps that had like nothing for about 30 more feet after the jump, and there was nothing before it for like 30 feet. So it was just a random jump out in the middle of nowhere, and I just tried to do a grab on it. And what happened was I was going off the jump, and my right foot slipped out from under me. I'm a regular. I snowboard regular, meaning my left foot's in front. But my right foot slipped out from under me, and I landed straight on my tailbone. And when I hit the ground, I hit my tailbone, nothing else, and my head didn't bump against anything, and it hurt bad. I screamed fuck at the top of my lungs, and everyone could hear me. And what happened was they brought people up, and I went down on the toboggan kind of thing. They brought an ambulance, and the ambulance ride was the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. It was just so painful, the thing they had me in. So I guess I'll just have to end my story there because the gameplay is over. Final score was 31-6. Be sure to write a comment telling me what you guys thought. So, yep, bye-bye.